Hello everyone, this is Karishma Nair. I have secured rank 14 in UPSC Civil Services Examination 2020. My optional subject was Public Administration, and this video I'll try and tell you what I have done differently in Public Administration in this attempt, which has helped me clear the examination. So to begin with, I have not scored exceptional marks in Public Administration, but like most optionals, even with average marks, you can clear the examination, but you have to prevent yourself from being butchered in any exam, any part of the examination. So working on your optional is very important. So public administration was a choice that I had to make because I had done my bachelor's in forensic science, and which was not reflected in any of the optional subjects. So when I was making the choice, I was like, this has a clear overlap with GS2, with GS4, and it also was something that I thought I could understand the syllabus. I thought that it is something which will help me in the future as well, and it was also a very small syllabus. I thought I'll get multiple resources available for public administration. That's why I made that choice. How I prepared, I did take formal coaching for 4 months, after which in the first attempt I also joined test series, but I scored like 258 in the first attempt. This attempt I made all my notes from scratch for public administration, which has improved. So the first attempt I scored 122 in paper 1 and a decent 136 in paper 2. But this time I worked very hard on paper 1 and a little less on paper 2 because I got confident. But then my marks have flipped. So I've scored a 139 in paper 1 and a 130 in paper 2. So it just proves that whatever you put more of your effort in, it will show in your marks. So I worked really hard in my paper 1 this time.
Oops, इस रुकावट के लिए सॉरी, पर आपकी यूपीएससी की तैयारी में कोई बाधा ना आए, चाहे वो रिसोर्सेज की हो या सही गाइडेंस की। इसके लिए पिछले 5 साल से स्लीपी क्लासेस क्वालिटी कंटेंट प्रोवाइड कर रहा है अफोर्डेबल प्राइसेस पे। यूपीएससी कोचिंग में हमने एक भ्रम को तोड़ा है कि ओल्डेस्ट इज द बेस्ट या महंगा सबसे बेहतर है, और हमारी सैकड़ों सक्सेस स्टोरीज इस बात की गवाह हैं। तो आइए अपनी यूपीएससी की जर्नी शुरू कीजिए हमारे साथ, जुड़िए हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल पे और एनरोल कीजिए यूपीएससी 2022 और 23 के कोर्सेज के लिए हमारी ऐप पर। धन्यवाद।
So coming to resources, I've uploaded the resource list on Telegram. Other than that, just to give a brief overview, I read Prasad and Prasad for the thinkers. I had read R.K. Sapru for other parts of paper 1. This time I focused a lot on Mohit Bhattacharya. I verbatim used sentences from Mohit Bhattacharya in my notes because some of the lines were just very beautiful. I was like, I have to write them down and use them in the examination. Which is why my notes are also a little bulky. But I think Mohit Bhattacharya is a very good book that you should read in public administration, and you should read it multiple times. It's a fun read also, and it gives you a lot of perspective in public administration.
DKT UPSC CSE। अगर आप केवल सिविल सर्विस परीक्षा के प्रीलिम्स, मेंस और इंटरव्यू के वीडियो देखना चाहते हैं तो सब्सक्राइब करें DKT UPSC CSE चैनल। यहाँ आपको टॉपर्स के वीडियो रैंक के हिसाब से अरेंज मिलेंगे। चैनल के लिंक के लिए डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में जाएं।
In paper 1, I also read Organizational Behavior by Stephen Robbins, which is also a very fun read, and it's a good book, and it will cover your administrative behavior topic. Then there are a lot of parts in the syllabus which are not covered in a lot of standard books. So for that, please refer to a blog by Lohit Matani sir. He has actually broken down all the units in the paper 1 and has given resources that one should use for each unit, and I followed it to the T. I was ensuring that I did all the things that he'd mentioned in his blog, so it's a very good resource. For paper 2, I did Arora and Goel, the book, and I had also read all the second ARC reports, and I had also made notes from these ARC reports, and I revised these notes multiple times for paper 2. You also need to refer to the newspaper and find case studies and examples. Niti Aayog websites also is important for governance, and Economic Times, if I'm not mistaken, has a governance page in their digital format, so you can also refer to that. Other online resources that I've used is, I've used Sumit Rai sir's Quora page, in which he's uploaded all his notes. He has an IWRA Telegram channel, which is again very resourceful for public administration. There are other channels on Telegram which has good resources, which I followed for public administration. I extensively use Topper's answer copies. I would like to mention Nupur Goel ma'am's answer copy at Lukman IAS website. It is a very I do not know how she writes so well, and I think that it's a very good resource that everyone should read on how to write it. I've never reached that level, but I think it gave me a lot of perspective that what is it that I'm lacking. Other than that, I also did a daily answer writing for public administration, because it's an optional which requires a flair for writing as well. So that is something that you have to develop. So once you've done paper 1, all the resources that I've mentioned and which is mentioned in Sir's blog, don't wait till you're done with everything. Every unit that you cover, do write answers, and also write previous year question paper answers, because the question, to understand the question in public administration is a challenge at times. So keep revisiting previous year question papers as you complete every unit, so that will really help. You can extensively use YouTube, because there are very good free resources available for public administration. Lukman IAS has a lot of videos uploaded. GS Core has a lot of strategy and class videos uploaded as well. After all these resources, make sure you make notes of all of these resources, because revisiting the entire book might be, you have to revisit the book also, but once you make notes, it becomes easier to see all of them. Now, what are the pros of taking public administration? It has a lot of overlap with GS2, GS4. Ethics paper, it will really help if you've read all the second ARC reports and you've looked for examples. Secondly, the syllabus is not as vast as it is in other optional subjects, and the most important, I think it's fun to study. I mean, you'll have a lot of fun understanding the thinkers and all of that, as well as administrative behavior. So I want this video to be very short. I'll tell you something that everyone asks is about linking paper 1 and paper 2. All of the people are asking me the same question. The rest of it, if you read these resources, do note making and answer writing on a daily basis, you'll see an improvement. So linking is something that I didn't understand for a really long time, but this is something I developed with a friend who I was preparing with. So let's say you're in on paper 2, right, and you have to do political culture. So you can include that in, you can include Riggs as a thinker in political culture, because in a prismatic society, how is the political culture? So that's how you link paper 1 with paper 2. Similarly, union government, we learn about the Prime Minister's office. So can you connect linking pin model of Rensis Likert into this the setup of the PMO? I'm giving you examples that I've jotted down to tell. In plans and priorities topic, can you link Fayol and Gullick, who talked about the importance of planning? And indicative planning, is it like theory Y? Because theory Y also tells you that you don't need to like keep telling what to do, it's just like more of indication. In the district administration, you can talk about Bernard's functions of executive. Then Riggs also, because one person is doing multiple functions in the district magistrate. So polyfunctionalism is also seen. Then we can talk that authority is not directly proportional to responsibility in the district administration. So this is how you use things of paper 1 and paper 2. Lastly, financial management. So we know RBI comes out with a monetary policy. So they also follow Foley's law of situation, right? Because if the inflation is increasing or decreasing, they have to change the monetary policy accordingly. So that's how law of situation works. Now, I have just given you a very brief overview of what to do for public administration. The resource list is available on the internet. I've told you the blog, I've told you my online resources, and I've also told you how to try and link things. So, start it from scratch if you are not able to. If one advice is, if you are not able to score well in PubAd, discard all your notes and start everything from scratch and read these resources thoroughly and focus on answer writing. I have also uploaded all my resources on Telegram. I am still in the process of doing so, and I hope that the fear that people have for public administration reduces, because there are people who make it with public administration, and it's a beautiful subject to read, and it will help you in your UPSC journey also, in other papers, in your essay, in your ethics, in GS2. And public administration as a subject also is doing relatively well now. So I congratulate you for picking this as your optional. It is a brave decision, but it's also going to be a very enriching decision, and you'll enjoy reading the subject, as well as the second ARCs are just a very, very beautiful read. So I hope this has helped you gain some confidence about the subject. So after this rather long video, if you've made it till here, I just have like a message to give you is this exam requires two things from you. It requires time and it requires dedicated effort smartly. So respect this exam and give it both of these things and give it effectively. And so as we say that Rome was not built in a day, but make sure that you build a little bit of Rome every day. And as someone who's now built my own Rome, I can tell you that the view of Rome is really nice. I think I took this example a little too far, but you get the drift, right? Like put in the hard work and you get to really have a fruitful career once you clear the exam. So the end goal is if you're thinking of attempting this exam, understand the process and I've given you a very, I've tried to give a very honest reflection of my entire journey of one failure, one success, and I really hope that this video has helped you. And if you have any further queries, I would like that if, you all reach out through the internet. And lastly, I would wish all of you a lot of success, and I hope to see you on the other side as well. And I think that it's a good decision to prepare for this exam. It will help you grow as a person. You will feel very ignorant in the beginning, but it will also help you to understand the society that you live in better, and it will also teach you patience, because this exam is gruesome. So I would really want for more and more people to write this exam, and also for most of you to clear the exam. So I wish you all the very best, and I really hope that this rather long video has helped you in your preparation. Thank you.